Alito, in his dissent, said that the Supreme Court basically is going to do whatever it wants to do, just not sure what it can get away with, and that'll depend upon the political will and the political strength of people that will oppose them. Even as I record this, Chief Justice of the Alabama Supreme Court, Roy Moore, is standing against them. The Attorney General of the state of Texas said none of the people that work at the county level are required to give out these marriage licenses. There's rumblings from Arizona. There's rumblings from Oklahoma. I can only pray and hope that this is a bridge too far, and that people in various positions around the country will say, you can take this decision back to hell where it came from. We will not obey. And by the way, I encourage you, read all 4 of the dissents yourself. Read the opinion yourself. You'll see what the justices are predicting. I've left a lot of it out just because of time. They are predicting upheaval. They are alluding to violence and to revolution. So here's a question. Should the 5 judges who forced this upon us be impeached? Look at them. Ginsburg, Sotomayor, Kagan, Breyer, and Kennedy. Will these judges be impeached? Well, actually, the first question is, should they be impeached? Absolutely. Should they be tried for treason? They violated their oath of office. They took an oath of office to uphold the laws and the Constitution of the United States of America. So should they be tried for treason? Of course. I'll ask you this. Would our founders have fought a war to dethrone them? Well, according to Justice Scalia, yes. Listen to his words. To allow the policy question of same-sex marriage to be considered and resolved by a select, patrician, highly unrepresentative panel of 9 is to violate a principle more fundamental than no taxation without representation, no social transformation without representation. Close quote. You understand what he's saying? He's saying our forefathers fought a war over taxation. What do you think they would have done over despots, tyrants that tried to turn the colonies into Sodom and Gomorrah? Well, what they might have done is a discussion for another day. Now, as we talk about impeaching them, look, I'm no fool. Clearly, at this moment, the political will in Washington, D.C. to stop these despots, these tyrannical judges, does not exist. But thank God for heroes like Roy Moore and others that are emerging. Listen, folks, we must stand with these people publicly. We must cheer them on publicly. And we must be ready to endure any ridicule that comes our way. Listen, Jesus said, "Blessed are you when men hate you, when they revile you, when they separate you from their company, when they cast your name out as evil, because you stood for righteousness." You stood for what was right. He said, "Rejoice in that day. Leap for joy, for great is your reward in heaven." Alito predicted that they are going to try and stamp out every vestige of resistance, that they are going to try and make it so that we'll whisper in our homes, maybe our churches, what we really believe. But they intend to break the will of people to resist. Now, many of us don't know what to do. I intend to help teach you what to do. All right? If you're willing, we'll help you. I have been a leader in the pro-life movement for 30 years. And sadly, we have not prevailed in our goal to make it a criminal act to kill an unborn baby. There's reasons why we have failed. I wrote this book, A Humble Plea, to Catholic bishops, to evangelical clergy, and to lay people, explaining where we went wrong and what we have to do to prevail. We've made this available as a PDF online for free. I encourage you to go and download your own copy. Why does a nice guy like me keep getting thrown in jail? I have been arrested almost 50 times and spent over a year of my life locked up in various prison facilities. And I wrote a book, many books. In fact, one of them is called, Why Does a Nice Guy Like Me Keep Getting Thrown in Jail? It's a theological work, answering those who say that the church should not be involved in politics or that we should retreat. I encourage you to get it. In fact, get one and give it to your pastor.